Down at the office. Thank you for joining me. It is a slightly rainy day and I didn't bring my umbrella, so we'll see how far we make it before I have to go back and get my umbrella. There are some of the residents. Can I get it for a minute? Can I see you? I don't know what they're fussing about. They're having some kind of situation or an argument. Let's talk. Let's talk about New Year's resolution. Some people make a New Year's resolution. I have a different idea, though. I want to look at it as not as a New Year's resolution, but a New Year's resuscitation. I don't know, is that the correct word I should use? But a list. How about that? We'll just call it a list. So if somebody says, "Did you make a New Year's resolution?" You go, "No, but I have a list. Have a list of things." Now, most times people will make a list of things that are really good and favorable, and that's great. It makes you feel good, and you can say, I did this right. Nothing wrong with that. I am reminded, oh, there they are over again. Those two guys I think they're having an argument. There's two males, I believe, yeah. Two males, and I bet you they're probably fighting over a female. I was reminded this morning of a friend of mine who has since passed away. You can find some of his music on Spotify. He went by the name J. Mitch. We knew each other in high school. And in high school, he wrote this song. He's a gospel artist. He wrote a song, and I think the full title was "If the Things That You're Doing Are Wrong." But anyway, the first lyric of the song went something like this: "If the things that you're doing are wrong, you better get yourself together and leave them alone." And I thought about that, and that's interesting. Generally, we make these lists that are based on all of our best qualities, and I want to look young and sexy and beautiful, and for the next year, I promise I'll do this. But how about we make a list of things that we're doing that are wrong, like, maybe you're eating too much of the wrong things at the wrong time. That's a list. Make that list. This is wrong. I shouldn't do this. Or maybe you're drinking too much of the wrong thing at the wrong time. Maybe you're hanging out with the wrong people at the wrong time and place. Or the list can go on and on. But let's be more specific, because without specificity, we lose focus. Hey, I'm not gonna eat cherry pies. Not that I like cherry pies, but I'm not gonna eat cherry pies. But I will have some chocolate. Well, I said no cherry. Be more specific. I'm not gonna eat anything that has a high calorie content. I'm going to commit to be out and walk at least 30 minutes a day. Those are like really cool, all great things you can commit to, things that you might be doing now that are wrong and that are not beneficial to your health, safety, and welfare. And the list could go on and on. But make that list, because a lot of times without that list, we will absolutely lose focus. Nice family over here. Yeah, you see those guys? Yeah, they're just chilling on the green, mossy pond. I have my list, and I think that's important. And other than making this resolution thing, what's your resolution? What's your New Year's resolution, Fred? My New Year's resolution is to stop smoking. I don't smoke. And my name's not Fred. To stop smoking. Okay, but there's more to it than just that. There's other things that you have to add to it. You can't make a cake with just flour. I'm gonna make a cake. What do you have? I got flour. That's it? Yeah, I'm gonna make a cake. Doesn't quite work that way, unfortunately. So make a list. Be specific. There's someone who's very, very dear to my heart, extremely close. He was another musician, singer, songwriter. He sung this song many, many years ago, and it said, "What will you do with your life?" And the lyrics were, what will you do with your life Soon it will all be over. And it went on to say, give your life to Jesus and he'll make it all right. So what will you do with your life? Now that said, I'm not trying to convict anyone, but you believe however you believe and believe what you want to believe. But guess what? Soon it will all be over, as we have seen with many people this year. So that's another important statement. I'm getting hit with raindrops. Did I expect it? Yeah, because I can look at the sky. It's showing me signs. You see signs. And I'll leave you with this lastly. The saying of life can be like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. So make every sheet count. For the next 365 days, I hope they are the best 365 days you have ever experienced in all of your total existence on this planet Earth. Make the best of every sheet, because they'll soon stop. Be kind to someone, loving your family. Say hi to your neighbors even if they don't smile back, because you never know. Have a great 365 days, and that could mean your birthday, not just New Year's Day. It could be as much as your entire birthday, which is every day for somebody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Remember to hit that subscribe and like button. Don't just watch. Look at the party through the window. Join the party. We'll see you next time.